It was 1 year ago today that John Kasich took the oath of office as the 69th governor of the state of Ohio. What followed was a year unlike any we've seen in Ohio in some time.
News Channel 5's John Kasich joins us now live with a look back on the ups and the downs. John.
You know, the first 12 months of the Kasich administration have been called many things. Boring isn't one of them.
Get ready for an exciting time. Put on the seatbelt.
You can't say Governor John Kasich didn't warn Ohio a year ago today. The approach was going to be swift and bold. To erase a nearly $8 billion deficit, he says it needed to be.
My philosophy is when you get in, don't waste time and bring about big change. And I'll tell you why. You could be out.
So in March, he presented a spending plan that closed the deficit without raising taxes while reforming Medicaid, education, and prisons.
You obviously haven't seen the budget yet. Could be the last standing ovation I'll ever get.
I think it's fair to say, if you ask the people who watch this business, there has been more change in Ohio in this last year than than ever in modern time. And you got to be willing to take some heat along the way if you're going to change. If you don't want to take any heat, you're just not going to change. And frankly, that's why Ohio was on the verge of death.
Much of the heat was generated by Senate Bill 5, collective bargaining reform, a months-long battle that spanned much of the first term, ending with public defeat in the form of a repeal at the polls. It's something from which Kasich has learned.
The biggest lesson for me is when you want to bring big change, you have to prepare people for why it's needed. And if you don't prepare them, then they might not accept it.
And while his critics will point to the failure of Senate Bill 5 as a defining moment of Kasich's first year, the governor points to the thousands of jobs saved or created and the record deficit eliminated without raising taxes. On your side, John Kasich, News Channel 5.